The Dichotomy of Control, the Stoic secret to peace. Most of the suffering we experience in life does not come from what happens to us. It comes from what we try to control. I didn't understand this for a long time. I believed that if I worried enough, planned enough, tried hard enough, I could keep life predictable, safe, fair. But life doesn't work that way, and the Stoics knew this more than 2,000 years ago. At the center of Stoic philosophy lies one simple idea, a dividing line that separates peace from frustration. They called it the Dichotomy of Control. Once I truly understood it, my relationship with anxiety, anger, and disappointment began to change. Not overnight, but steadily, quietly. This idea comes most clearly from the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, a man who was born into slavery, owned nothing, and yet taught one of the most powerful lessons about freedom ever written. Epictetus said that some things are up to us, and some things are not, and if we confuse the two, we suffer. This sounds simple, but living it is difficult, because the human mind constantly reaches outward, trying to control people, outcomes, opinions, events, and every time we do, we place our peace in fragile hands. To understand the dichotomy of control, we must first understand what is truly within our control. According to Stoicism, what is up to us includes our thoughts, our judgments, our values, our intentions, and our actions. These are internal. They belong to us. No one can take them unless we give them away. What is not up to us includes everything else: other people's behavior, their opinions, outcomes, circumstances, our reputation, our health, our wealth, even how long we live. When I first heard this, I resisted it. It felt uncomfortable, because it meant letting go of the illusion of control. But that illusion was already costing me my peace. I worried about how I was perceived. I obsessed over results. I replayed conversations. I tried to predict every possible future, and none of it worked. Epictetus warned that if we desire things that depend on others, we become slaves, slaves to approval, slaves to outcomes, slaves to circumstances. True freedom, he said, begins when we stop demanding that the world obey our preferences. This does not mean we stop caring. It means we change where we place our care. Instead of caring about results, we care about effort. Instead of caring about approval, we care about integrity. Instead of caring about what happens, we care about how we respond. Marcus Aurelius echoed this idea repeatedly in his private writings. As emperor, he had more control than almost anyone, and yet he constantly reminded himself how little control he truly had. Wars broke out beyond his will, plagues spread without his consent, people betrayed him, loved ones died, and Marcus did not waste energy, wishing reality were different. He focused on meeting reality well. He wrote that you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This single sentence captures the heart of the dichotomy of control. When something happens, we often feel overwhelmed because we believe our peace depends on changing the situation. Stoicism teaches the opposite. Peace comes from changing our relationship to the situation. This is where the dichotomy of control becomes practical. When something happens, Stoics ask a simple question: is this within my control or not? If it is within my control, then there is work to be done. If it is not within my control, then acceptance is required. Suffering arises when we reverse these responses, when we accept what we should change and try to change what we should accept. Consider anxiety. Most anxiety comes from trying to control the future. We imagine scenarios. We anticipate outcomes. We try to solve problems that haven't arrived. But the future is not within our control. What is within our control is preparation, effort, attention. Once we have done what we reasonably can, the rest must be released. The Stoics believed that worrying about outcomes is like trying to steer the wind. It exhausts us without moving us forward. Anger follows a similar pattern. We become angry when people act differently than we want, when events violate our expectations, when life refuses to cooperate, but other people's behavior is not within our control. When we demand it to be, anger follows. Stoicism does not ask us to approve of bad behavior. It asks us to stop being surprised by it. People act according to their understanding, their limitations, and their character. Our task is to decide how we respond, not how they should behave. Disappointment also reveals where we misplace control. We feel disappointed when outcomes do not match effort, but effort and outcome are not the same category. We control effort. We influence outcomes, but we do not command them. Stoicism teaches us to judge ourselves by what we control. Did I act with integrity? Did I try my best? Did I respond reasonably? If the answer is yes, then peace is justified regardless of the result. This idea transforms how we define success. Success becomes alignment with values, not guaranteed results. This does not make us passive, it makes us resilient. The dichotomy of control also reshapes how we experience failure. Failure hurts most when we tie our worth to outcomes. When we believe that a result defines us, Stoicism cuts this tie. It teaches that outcomes are feedback, not verdicts. If something fails, we examine what was within our control, our preparation, our choices, our effort. We adjust, we learn, and we move forward without self-contempt. This is how Stoicism protects dignity. Even in loss, even in defeat, Epictetus went further. He said that external things are not truly good or bad. They are indifferent. What gives them meaning is how we use them. Wealth can be used wisely or foolishly. Poverty can be met with dignity or resentment. Fame can corrupt or be ignored. Obscurity can feel peaceful or painful. The Stoic focus is always the same: character, choice, response. This does not mean Stoics deny pain. Pain exists, loss exists, grief exists. The dichotomy of control does not erase emotion, it prevents emotion from becoming destructive. When something painful happens, Stoicism allows the initial response: sadness, shock, fear. What it challenges is the second layer, the story we tell ourselves, the demand that this should not have happened, the belief that we cannot endure it. Stoicism replaces these thoughts with steadier ones. This happened. I cannot change that. I can choose how I respond. That choice is where peace lies. The dichotomy of control also applies to relationships. We often suffer because we try to control how others feel about us. We want approval, validation, understanding. But these things depend on other minds. When we chase them, we give away our stability. Stoicism invites us to act with kindness and honesty, then release the outcome. If we are misunderstood, we endure. If we are appreciated, we receive it lightly. Our worth does not rise or fall with others' opinions. This principle also frees us from comparison. Comparison depends on things we cannot control: other people's progress, other people's success, other people's recognition. Stoicism teaches us to return attention inward, to our own path, our own values, our own effort. Comparison fades when focus returns to what is ours. The dichotomy of control becomes especially powerful during hardship. Illness, loss, uncertainty. When life strips away what we thought we relied on. Stoicism does not promise relief, it promises grounding. Even when everything external collapses, something remains: our ability to choose our attitude, our ability to act with dignity, our ability to endure without becoming bitter. This is why Epictetus could speak of freedom. He had little control over his circumstances, but complete control over his character. And that was enough. The dichotomy of control also teaches humility. It reminds us how limited we truly are. And in that reminder, pressure eases. We stop demanding perfection from ourselves. We stop blaming ourselves for what was never ours to command. We do our part and let go of the rest. This is not resignation. It is wisdom. Stoicism does not ask us to abandon goals. It asks us to pursue them correctly, with effort, with care, without attachment. The Stoics believed attachment to outcomes makes us fragile. Detachment makes us steady. This detachment is not indifference. It is flexibility, like water, able to move around obstacles without breaking. Practicing the dichotomy of control takes time. It is not natural at first. The mind resists. It wants guarantees, certainty, control. But slowly, through reflection and repetition, something shifts. We catch ourselves sooner. We pause. We ask the question, is this within my control? And with that question, space opens. In that space, peace becomes possible. The Stoics believed this practice should be daily, morning reflection, evening review, preparing the mind for difficulty, correcting judgments, letting go again and again. This is not a single realization. It is a discipline, a way of living. Over time, the dichotomy of control reshapes the inner landscape. Less anxiety, less anger, less resentment, more clarity, more resilience, more quiet strength. The world does not become easier. We become steadier. And that is the Stoic secret to peace, not controlling life, but controlling our response to it. When we stop fighting what we cannot command, energy returns. When we focus on what is ours, dignity grows. And in that alignment, calm emerges. The dichotomy of control does not remove pain. It removes unnecessary suffering. It teaches us where to place our effort, where to release our grip, and how to live without being constantly at war with reality. This is not easy, but it is simple. And simplicity, practiced daily, becomes strength. That is the Stoic path. Quiet, firm, free.